All right. So once again, we are here in our technical presentation for our activity for our technical presentation for our activity. I think I have problem. Let me do. Yan. Right. So our topic for our anniversary technical presentation is guidelines in welding duplex stainless steel. This is quite an exotic, and I hope everybody will be very happy to see some of these. Okay, with regards to duplex stainless steel. So tinatry po this is a very simple presentation with regards to our as part, I mean, of our PWFS technical webinar during our anniversary presentation or present celebration. Okay, so thank you very much for your presence, and I hope matuto kayo sa simpleng presentation na ito. All right, so in duplex stainless steel welding, marami ang siguro marami sa inyo ang hindi pa nakapag-weld ng duplex stainless steel, okay? So this presentation is brought to you by Philippine Welders and Fitters Society as an anniversary technical presentation during our 7 years anniversary, March 6, 2021. Pero ngayon lang po namin ginanap. All right, so just an introduction. So duplex stainless steel are used in oil and gas industry. So marami sa ating mga planta kung saan ginagamit ang duplex stainless steel. So hindi lang po duplex stainless steel kundi super duplex stainless steel, okay? So aside from the stainless steel that we normally use, maraming mga oil and gas industry plants ang gumagamit sa duplex stainless steel. Bakit nga ba? Aalamin natin ito sa ating habang ating pinag-aaralan ang bagay na ito. Okay? So, duplex stainless steel, as I said, is commonly used in oil and gas industry. When welded correctly, okay, kapag na-weld natin ito correctly ang ating okay, when welded correctly, where are you? You can have the characteristic of ferritic and austenitic stainless steel. So, ibig sabihin parang sa aming general sa general term namin bilang mga welding inspectors, ang tawag namin dito sa duplex stainless steel na ito ay baklang bakal. Okay? Baklang bakal. Why? Because it can have the characteristic of ferritic steel and ferritic stainless steel and austenitic stainless steel. Okay? So, kung ferritic stainless steel ang ginagamit natin, wala naman tayong wala naman tayong characteristic ng austenitic stainless steel na need natin. Kung austenitic stainless steel naman ang ginagamit natin, we don't have the characteristic of ferritic stainless steel. That's why yung paggamit ng duplex stainless steel ay makukuha natin yung both characteristic ng ferritic stainless steel and austenitic stainless steel when yun lang when welded correctly. So but when welded incorrectly, kung hindi siya na weld correctly, we will have a disastrous failure. So magkakaroon tayo ng malaking problema kung hindi naman siya na weld correctly. Okay? So how does it do? Okay? Because of the drastic increase of intermetallic phases. Dahil dito, okay, dahil sa drastic increase of intermetallic phases, magkakaroon tayo ng disastrous failure. Okay? Kapag ang DSS o duplex stainless steel natin ay hindi nahinang correctly. Okay? DSS has a stress corrosion resistant characteristic and good toughness characteristic when welded correctly. So ito yung dalawang characteristic niya na nakuha niya sa ferritic tsaka stainless steel. Ferritic tsaka austenitic stainless steel. It has the stress corrosion cracking resistance characteristic and a good toughness characteristic when welded correctly. Okay? So, DSS have an approximately equal of BCC and FCC. Okay? Body-centered cubic ferrite and face-centered cubic gamma paste. Okay? On this FCC BCC body-centered cubic ferrite alpha paste, okay, at saka gamma paste, ang DSS ay meron siyang approximately equal. Halos approximately is 50-50. 50% alpha phase and 50% gamma phase. All right? So during welding of DSS, it is very hard to equalize. Okay? So, mahirap i-equalize yung BCC at saka yung FCC. Kaya, although it is, yung characteristic niya dapat, okay, kung base metal yan, approximately 50-50 ang equalization nila. But during welding, we may have very hard times in equalizing BCC and FCC. Okay? So, from previous experiment na ginawa ng mga technical expert and test and inspection, okay, it shows that having 30% to 60% ferrite in the weld metal shows an optimal corrosion resistance and toughness. So, at least, kapag ang ferrite content mo o ferrite number mo ay nasa 30% to 60%, ang sabi ng mga experiment from previous experiment and test, it shows na meron ng optimal corrosion resistant ang DSS and of course toughness basta ang ferrite number mo ay nasa in between 30% to 60% ferrite number. So, ito yung sa mga experiment na ginawa nila, ito yung nakuha nila na basta meron kang 30 to 60% ferrite number, ay okay na. Magkakaroon ka na ng optimal corrosion resistance at toughness characteristic. Okay? So, thus, ferrite must be controlled at least at 30 to 60% ferrite content. So, during your fabrication of your duplex stainless steel, dapat i-maintain nyo ang inyong ferrite content at 30 to 60%. Okay? So various oil and gas companies differs in their percentage of ferrite content requirement, but all of them are within the percentage of 30 to 60%. Kasi we know that within this percentage, okay, meron na tayong optimal or optimum corrosion resistance at saka toughness characteristic. Right? So how to control ferrite? How can we control the ferrite content on the duplex stainless steel? Controlling ferrite content is the key to the success of duplex stainless steel fabrication. But the question is, how can we control the ferrite content during fabrication of duplex stainless steel? Yan ang pinakamalaking problema ngayon sa pag-fabricate ng DSS. Okay? Controlling the ferrite number. So how to control the ferrite? The main key, okay? The main key on controlling ferrite is controlling heat input. In controlling ferrite content in DSS fabrication. Kapag na-control mo ang heat input sa pagpa-fabricate nyo ng duplex stainless steel, then you can control the ferrite content. So, dapat kino-control natin yung heat input. Okay? Whatever the ferrite content of the fabricated duplex stainless steel is indicative whether it was welded correctly or not. Kung hindi siya na-weld ba siya correctly or not welded correctly. So, all fabricated DSS must be tested with ferrite number to know whether it will have the optimum corrosion resistance and toughness. So, pagkatapos nating ma-fabricate ang DSS natin, dapat chine-check natin for ferrite number content. Bakit? So that we will know if we have that optimum corrosion resistant and toughness characteristic. Otherwise, magiging problematic ang ating DSS na i-install. Okay? So, so therefore, so how to control ferrite then is all right. A proper WPS must be created and tested. Okay? Mag-execute kayo ng PQR, ipapatest visual test, non-destructive test, and all required testing must be done. Okay? So, how to control ferrite? Here are the proper welding guidelines para makontrol natin ang ferrite. So, dapat meron tayong good workmanship, welding engineering, base metal selection, weld preparation, joint preparation, welding process selection, filler metal selection, interpass temperature, and heat input. Okay. In this guideline, okay, if these guidelines now. These guidelines can be fulfilled if the WPS preparation is done correctly. So, from this 1 to 9. Kapag ginawa natin yung WPS natin in accordance to this, in accordance to what is required, then yung welding guidelines natin will be proper. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Welding guidelines, okay? So, good workmanship. A welder who is to be assigned to weld the duplex stainless steel must be of good experience in his career as a welder, okay? Especially in stainless steel and DSS. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-assign, okay, ng welder na mag-weld ng DSS basta-basta. Bakit? We must have a good welder, okay, to carry out the welding of duplex stainless steel. Bakit? Kasi we need a good workmanship. Okay? By the way, passing the WQT of a DSS is quite hard. Okay? Kaya kung pipitsuging welder lang ang ilalagay nyo doon para mag-qualify, magsasayang lang kayo ng pera. Okay? Magsasayang kayo ng pera sa materials, magsasayang kayo ng ng pera sa consumable at saka sa time. So, in order for you to get a good workmanship, dapat ang ipa-qualify yung welder ay yung mga batikan na. Okay? As much as possible, he has an experience in welding stainless steel and duplex stainless steel. Okay? So that is for the good workmanship. Okay? Next is welding engineering. During WPS preparation, all welding engineering practices must be used. Okay, so as a welding engineer, okay, you must take a look on all the parameters from materials to consumables and so on. Okay, before you proceed to creating a WPS and PQR, executing PQR. Okay, so all the yung tawag nito, parameters needed to weld a duplex stainless steel must be present or must be available. Okay. Next is base metal selection. Base metal selection to be used in DS fabrication must be the one stated in approved for fabrication drawing. Okay. So, kaya tayo naggumagawa ng WPS kasi meron tayong fabricate. So, we will only base our materials, DSS material, on what is stated in the approved for fabrication drawing. From that on, okay, mula doon sa materials na sinabi ng approved for fabrication drawing, then we can create a WPS with regards to that DSS material. Okay. Next is weld preparation. A weld preparation must be as per approved WPS. So when you're preparing the WPS, make sure that the weld preparation and the joint preparation, okay, like the bevel, angle, root gap, root face, and so on, are in all in the on the requirements in fabricating and welding DSS, okay, in accordance to welding engineering practices, okay. And then next is welding. Nasaan na? Nawala na ako. Base metal selection, weld preparation, joint preparation. Next is welding process selection. Welding process must be as per approved WPS then. Okay, when you are doing the WPS for the DSS, okay, gas tungsten arc welding is one of the best process to be used in DSS welding. Yan ang pinaka the best. And of course, kapag makapal na yan, we need to use TIG, GTAW plus ISMAW combination. Okay. But for the smaller, small bore materials, we use gas tungsten arc welding. So from my experience, that is the best process that needs to be used so far. Okay, and then selection of filler metal. Okay, the filler metal must be as per approved WPS. Okay, during the selection of filler metal, okay, the filler metal and the base metal must be perfectly compatible. Dapat compatible sila. Otherwise, we will have a problem. Okay? So, make sure na yung filler metal na gagamitin mo, or yung welding consumable na gagamitin mo ay perfectly compatible sa base metal na gagamitin mo. Okay? Na DSS. Okay? And then interpass temperature. Interpass temperature must be as per approved WPS. Okay? So when you're doing the WPS for this DSS, your interpass temperature must be as low as possible. Okay? Kailangan as low as possible. Bakit? Kasi the higher interpass temperature, the more problem we may have. Okay. Another thing is the heat input. Okay, heat input must be as per approved WPS. Pero during WPS preparation, PQR execution, heat input must be as low as possible. So makukuha natin ang heat input value by multiplying the volt times amperage times 60 over the travel speed. So the faster travel speed, the lower heat input, or the lower volt and or ampere, the lower the heat input. All right, so these are all the welding guidelines that we may be using in fabrication of duplex stainless steel in a basic form. Okay, so kapag nagawa natin itong mga welding guidelines na to, itong heat input, interpass temperature, filler metal selection, welding process selection, joint preparation, weld preparation, base metal selection, welding engineering, and good workmanship, okay? If we apply all this, okay, and ginamit natin ang lahat na ito ayon sa requirements, and then we will have a better or a good produced DSS fabricated item. Okay? So, and of course, during your WPS preparation, kailangan ipacheck nyo yung ferrite number para dapat yung ferrite number nyo, kung ano man yung requirements ng kliyente nyo, yun ang susundin nyo. Pero at least mula 30% to 60% ng ferrite content ay okay na yon. Okay? Alright, so I hope natuto kayo sa napakasimpleng anniversary technical webinar namin na ito. And hopefully may natutunan kayo. If you have any question, mag-ask lang po kayo sa ating comment section. Okay? So thank you very much. I hope you learned. If you have watched this, okay, just comment your name and we will send you a certificate of attendance. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And of course, happy 7th anniversary to Philippine Welders and Fitters Society. Thank you very much. God bless you.